All right, so what's going on, everyone? Today we're going to talk about Kaspa. We're going to see, will the market in Kaspa continue to crash? It already fell about 8% over the last couple of days, even more. Will there be more pain? Let's go ahead and talk about that real quick. You guys can see from our last video in Kaspa, we were expecting the market to go lower. However, you guys can see initially the market in Kaspa traded within a range, right? And then it had a couple of days to where price went up. Some people may even consider a breakout. But all in all, what we talked about in Kaspa in terms of price action and price direction on December the 20th actually played out. Isn't that crazy? The only thing that we got incorrect was where we placed our stop loss. We should have extended it all the way up here towards this sell pocket around 15, almost 16 cents. That's the only thing that was incorrect in this prediction. It goes that way. However, you guys can see here that the market in Kaspa touched our ultimate TP price on February the 3rd, which would have garnered 30.25% move down. All right, so we got that out the way. We will also get rid of these sell pockets up here in the market in Kaspa because the sellers did not restrict the buyers from moving price above those pockets. So there's no need for us to keep it on the chart. We will keep these other pockets here though too. Now, the buy pockets, we need to get rid of these buy pockets, okay? Why? Because the buyers didn't hold the pocket. So there's no need for us to continue to hold price or hold these pockets here. The one area that buyers did support the pocket was right here around 8 cents. Now, the question is, do you think this pocket is going to be broken? Because if you think so, then we need to say, all right, cool, we're just going to continue to expect lower prices. So in order for us to do that, we need to look at different time frames. So we're going to look at the market in Kaspa on the 2 first. Okay, so here's Kaspa on the 2. This was a pretty good bar right here to reflect that buyers stepped into the market. The crazy part is that they didn't support the market later on though. The last 2-day price bar, we still saw price go lower. It's like, where were the buyers at? If you guys were amped and motivated to buy Kaspa on this 2-day price bar, then why didn't they buy on that one? And then again, price still is currently trending down on this current 2-day price bar, which is currently, again, testing that pocket. So we'll see whether or not those buyers are still motivated. Here is Kaspa on the 3. Okay, take a look at Kaspa on the 4. You guys can see that we did get this push to go down bar right here, which is telling us that the market currently is still harnessing some weakness and some selling. So now it's the test to see whether or not buyers are going to hold the market now. The ball is in their court. Here's Kaspa on the 5. Take a look at Kaspa on the weekly chart. Currently the market still looks pretty weak. This bar right here, well, a lot of these price bars from a weekly perspective has already signaled that price was weak in Kaspa, right? This weekly price bar, that weekly price bar, this weekly price bar is the cause as to why price continues to go down. Here's Kaspa on the 2 weeks. Okay. Now, I will say in the next 9 days and 13 hours, if the buyers are able to lift price back above this area right here, then the market is at least neutral. Okay, it's not overly bearish and it's not overly bullish. It will be at least neutral. We need to see this bar close above this pocket, because if that happens, then it tells me, yeah, those buyers definitely did a wonderful job at supporting the price in Kaspa because they don't want it to go lower. Now, from a 2-weekly perspective, if we don't hold this pocket of buying, where do you think the next area of support, where do you think the next price level would be that buyers will create another pocket, or where's the next pocket located? Here's Kaspa on the 3. Still looks pretty weak here. Kaspa on the 5 weeks. We have 2 days and 13 hours left. Again, just like I said on the weekly, look at this time frame, the 5-weekly chart in Kaspa 2 in the next 2 days and 13 hours. If the market closes here at the low of this bar towards this pocket of buying, the expectation would be for us to at least continue to see lower levels. Okay, we may even see the price in Kaspa test this trend line. This trend line hasn't even been tested in I don't know how many weeks. The last time price touched the trend line was back in 2023. So this would be a emphatic, truly bearish market if Kaspa touches that trend line. Now, if it does touch this trend line, hey, this might be a buying opportunity. Rather than buying Kaspa at 8 cents, you might could buy it around 5.5, 6 cents. Now, I wanted to see, outside of this current pocket in Kaspa, is there another location for us to create another pocket of buying? Okay. So I would say it will have to be here. And here's another one right here. All right, so now we created those new pockets. This is the location that we're going to target now. Okay, the only way that this price prediction that I'm about to drop on this chart will be invalidated is if we continually see this market bounce off this first pocket. Okay, that would tell me that we're not going to be correct in our analysis, right? So now let me go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. We're going to look for the market in Kaspa to continue to trend lower. And we're going to create some more pockets of selling first before we actually put on our targets. Let's do another one. Here's another one on a. So we'll hold this one, even though that's a pocket too. So now let's hit these targets. First target is going to be at this middle pocket of buying, either at the high or the low. At the low of the pocket, it will garner what, 20.31%, right there at 7 cents. Our next target will be at this next pocket lower end, either at the high or the low. Low end at 6 cents will give us 31.17%. Move lower. Okay. So I think that's it. I'm done. Guys, go ahead and give me your thoughts. Make sure you maintain profit. And as always, trade different.